They've not come quite far enough, but he should still be able to cut that in. Just got to control the cue ball. No. He's played that shot with a miss in mind, I think, because he's sent the cue ball way up the table and over onto the same side. So if he did miss, then it would be a hard shot for Jan. Don't think cutting that in. It's got to be a very fine cut, but then there's absolutely no control over the cue ball. It's going to be racing. I think he's better off trying to play a bank there, back up into the pocket where the cue ball is. Tries to cut that in. That cue ball's going to be up and down the table at least 2-3 times. Oh, scratches into the middle. That's putting a little bit side on Jan. Forfeits that game. Ball in hand and a 9-ball to play. Jan says, no, you don't have to do that. So Giorgio takes a 3-1 lead by mistake from Jan. There we see down on table 23, Katja 2-0 up against her compatriot Anya. Anya's first appearance in the final here this week. Both players electing to break from around the similar spot, so they've both found their sweet spot here on this TV table. Powerful break from Giorgio. 2 balls down. Hasn't got a clear shot on the one. I think we're going to see a little safety here. You can see the full ball, but there's nowhere to bank. The 4 and the 7 are blocking the bank to the middle. Banking down to the corner is not really an option. So I think he's going to be sending the cue ball up the top to join the 8 somewhere. Trying to keep this 1 behind the 5 and 7 in the direction anyway. Although he's played that quite hard. He may have got lucky with that shot. Yeah, he's apologising straight away. He got very lucky with that. Not sure what he was actually trying there. I think he was actually trying to bank it into the bottom pocket, but didn't think that was on, personally. I mean, kicking off the 9-ball maybe, which he almost did. Jan now finds himself in a snooker. He's looking at the option of going up to the rail where the 8 is sitting. Coming down, but I think the 5 is in the way. Down to the bottom rail first. We played a correct shot, but is now left Giorgio with a long one up the rail. The referee just checking if it's frozen to the rail or not. Oh, he tried to use the 8-ball as a bit of help so he could travel with the cue ball. Wanted to try and get it out. He was good onto the 4, but needed the help from the 8 to send the 1 in. Just played that a little bit too thick. First mistake from Giorgio in this match. Almost drawing the cue ball into the middle pocket. Nice angle. Travel over to the right. Take the 6. Unorthodox position there, electing to play it with the cue under his body, not getting a rest. Not quite right on the 8 ball. Got a very fine cut to take it into the middle, but then the cue ball's travelling up towards the top corner pocket. And vice versa, if he plays the 8 ball up to the top corner pocket, the cue ball's travelling towards the middle. He's got to put a lot of something on the cue ball. I mean, cutting this fine into the middle, even using a cue ball, you're not going to get too much reaction because the contact on the 8 is so fine. Just avoid the corner pocket by playing it naturally, not doing anything with it. Super shot. There's the game for Jan. Makes it 2 games to 3, still trailing, but he pegs one back. And it has a break now, so he's taken a game from Margola's break. His own break now can put things back level because Giorgio started with the breaks. So he needs to take his own break here. And we'll be off square again. Here you can see Anya down on the table, table 23. Get her first point on the scoreboard. She's trailing 2-0. Here we are back with Jan breaking. Taking the ball off the break. Anya just took her first frame over on table 23. Have the score there, 2 games to 1 for Katja. Just kissed the 9 on the way down there, so Giorgio can see the 1. See all the 1, but the cue ball's almost frozen on the head rail. So we won't be able to do too much apart from just playing into this. Maybe just sending One ball up the table, try and leave the cue ball behind the 9. Doesn't have to do too much with it. Tries to hide it behind the 4 and the 7. Jan's apologising there. I mean, he tried to get a snooker some way, so he got it. I don't know why he's apologising. May not be exactly where he wanted it, but he was trying to play a safe and a snooker. He's achieved that. Giorgio can jump this, so choosing the full cue jump. Oh, he's hit the 8 ball. Hit the 8 ball with a jump. There's a good safety from Jan. Gives him ball in hand now. Chance to level the match. And the 3 on to the 5. Wants the 3 to stay there, yeah, and it does. Had position on the 4 if the 3 had dropped, but it's much better. Play the 3 again to get better position for the 4. Just bring it down the table a little bit more. Doesn't need too much. Draw this cue ball back from the 4 for the 6. About where he is now with it would be perfect. He's going further. A little bit in the middle, but that's fine. Playing this with right hand side English to avoid being tucked up behind the 8 ball. Ooh, wiped his feet there. He's not happy. Yeah, he's left it a bit low for the 8, but he can use 3 cushions, even 4 if needed. That's the top 3. And coming down to this cushion closest to your screen for the 9. He needs to hit this though, and a little bit of top right English on it. Oh, he's choosing to draw the cue ball back and have a longer shot for the 9. Hasn't probably got the angle to go all the way around. Just trying his hands on